Here we go! Welcome to the Nintendo Power Zone, guys. It's your boy, Nice One, and we have a brand new unboxing video. What we have today is the Super Mario Super Mushroom Light from Paladone. Now, we here at the Nintendo Power Zone are no stranger to Paladone products. We review these things quite highly, and I'm really looking forward to unboxing another product from them. So this is a treat for me. First thing I kind of want to point out is the actual scale of this product. It's much smaller than the two products we've unboxed for this channel that Paladone has already done. That would be the question block light and the mini question block light. That's right, this is actually smaller than the mini question block light. Now, let's go ahead and start with the box like we always do. Up on the left hand corner of the box, you see a light bulb that says light. Up on the right corner of the box, you see that this is for ages 8 and up. In the center of the box, you see the window display. Over to the left of that, you see that this is the second light in this series. There are 4 lights. I was only able to pick up 2, so I got this one and the blue light, which we will do in a separate unboxing video. The other 2 lights that are coming out are a Goomba and a question block light. Another question block light. Paladone is really working that question block light. And if I can find the other 2 lights, you know we will do an unboxing right here at the Nintendo Power Zone. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and look at the rest of the box. They have a picture of a mushroom, the Super Mario logo, and to the bottom right corner of the box, it says Super Mushroom Light. Let's go ahead and flip it over and take another look at the side of the box. Alright guys, like I was saying, there are 4 figures in this series: Question Block Light, Super Mushroom, Boo, and Goomba. They are all numbered accordingly, so yeah, can't wait to find the rest of these. Alright, here's the last side of the box. Let's go ahead and get it open. Okay, so we got the Mushroom Light unboxed, and there are a couple things immediately off the bat that I am super disappointed with, especially since this is a Paladone product. So first and foremost, the build quality of this is really weak for a Paladone product. They use really thin plastic. I mean super thin. Now I understand why they would use thin plastic. It's so that light can shine through these, but they have shown with the question block light and the mini question block light that they can use thicker plastics and still get a really nice shine out of these toys. This is a real bad thing for Paladone. It shows that their quality is not improving. It's actually getting worse. I would never want to see a company actually start to decrease in its quality. In fact, I think this is the inverse of what's happening with Pixel Pals. I think Pixel Pals are actually getting better with improvements as they go along, and Paladone is actually getting worse. This is unacceptable. Another thing that I'm unhappy about with this product is that it requires 2 AAA batteries. It has no option for a micro USB hookup, and it would be really easy, seeing as how this stands on a base. They could have just used a micro USB plug-in via the base, but they opted not to, so I'm super disappointed with the build quality. Physically though, this looks fantastic. They did a really good job of recreating the Super Mario mushroom, but I don't think that necessarily outweighs the fact that this is really cheaply made and they are retailing it at $14.99, same price as a Pixel Pal, and I now think that Pixel Pals are of a better build quality. Alright guys, it's time to test out the functionality of this because it is a light. So I cut the lights off and it turned on the Super Mushroom 3D light, and it actually looks really good when lit. The light is really bright, and I love how the red of the mushroom gives off this nice glow. It's a beautiful red glow, actually kind of soothing in a sense. There is an issue where we lose the base entirely. It kind of looks like the mushroom is free floating when all the lights are off, and all the white portions of the mushroom now are glowing red, and it's because of the way that this was painted. It's not a major issue for me, but it just kind of looks a little off. But I really do appreciate the kind of light that this is giving off. It's not bright, I couldn't read with this kind of light, but there's something soothing about this light that I really appreciate. So, you know, for all the things I said about the build quality, it actually does function extraordinarily well, and that sort of makes up for it being really cheaply made. Alright guys, it is comparison time. So what I went ahead here is I brought out the Paladone mini question block light, and you can see the differences between the two, especially in scale. You see that the mini question block light is a little bit bigger. As far as functionality is concerned, the Super Mushroom is much brighter, and that's because it uses the much thinner plastic. I will also point out that the question block light does not have fresh batteries like the Super Mushroom light does. I don't know how much of a difference that's actually making though. One other thing to make note of is that the mini question block light actually makes sounds. It actually does the coin sound when you push down on it. So it has a higher build quality and more functionality than the Super Mushroom light does. Alright guys, and for scale purposes, I went ahead and I got the Jakks Pacific 20-inch Mario wearing the Cappy hat from BioWare, and I just want you to see how much smaller this is. It's not in scale, but it does look good, and look at how bright the light is. It's giving off a lot of good light. I don't hate the amount of light it's giving off, and like I said, it's got this like real nice soothing glow to it. I really appreciate that. I just wish the build quality was better, and the addition of a micro USB would have been nice. Alright guys, it is score time, my favorite time. Why? Because I get to tell you whether or not something is actually worth your hard-earned money. Let's go ahead and start with the appearance as always. This thing does look like a Super Mushroom. They did a really good job of recreating that style from the newer games. Now unfortunately, I'm not a huge fan of the size of it. It's a little small, and I hate the base. I think the base is ugly, but it does function as the the button that you would press to turn the light on. But yeah, I do have issues with the appearance, but they're not major. I'm going to give it a 9 for its appearance. As far as its functionality is concerned, it is much brighter than I thought it would be. They made this thing really bright, especially given the fact that it's being powered by 2 AAA batteries. But that leads me into my next issue with the functionality, is that I do need to put 2 AAA batteries into this thing. I would much prefer for it to have a USB adapter port. It would have been a lot easier for me, and it has a base. It has a very ugly base that could have functioned as a port for a micro USB. This is a huge missed opportunity, and Paladone really dropped the ball on this. So for its functionality, I'm gonna give it an 8. It might be really bright, but it is lacking in things that I personally want in this product. It uses batteries, and it doesn't have a micro USB cable adapter. And lastly, as far as its build quality is concerned, this is Paladone at its worst, and I truly mean that, and I am so sad to say that. Up until this point, I have thought so highly of Paladone products to the point where I have said disdaining things about PDP and the PixelPal line, but now PixelPals are looking much better by comparison. I don't know what's going on at Paladone. Maybe they want to put these things out faster. Maybe they just found cheaper material that works better for them, but ultimately I think this is a disservice to the fans. For its build quality, I have to give this thing a 3. It does not sit well with the standards that Paladone has set for itself. So we're giving it a 9 for its appearance, we're giving it an 8 for its functionality, and we're giving it a 3 for its build quality. Its final score is a 6.6. It does not get our official Nintendo Power Zone seal of approval. It does not deserve it, guys. I would never recommend a product like this. This is a rare missed opportunity, and I hope they get back on track, because they've made some amazing products in the past, and this is not one of them, unfortunately. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of your hair, but before I let you go, I gotta hit you up with the social media links. You can hit me up on Twitter at nice1983. You can email me at nice1983@gmail.com. If you're a fan of the Nintendo Power Zone podcast, you can always download new episodes on iTunes, Google Play Music, stream new episodes on Stitcher Radio. But if you want to watch the show live, you can catch us right here on YouTube, youtube.com/Nintendo Power Zone. But there is one more option to watch the show live. We are now on Facebook video, so you can check us out at facebook.com/Nintendo Power Zone. That's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to watch out for amiibo hunters on the prowl. Deuces.